Hello everyone and welcome to this fourth video of the computer vision series. In the last video we understood how to read images into our computer with the help of Python programming language. Moving ahead in that particular direction, in this video we'll understand how to read video files or how to make use of webcam to capture video into our computer with the help of Python. So first of all, before starting the actual process of coding and reading the video, capturing the video, we'll have to understand what a video is actually. So a video is a collection of images, multiple images which are displayed to us simultaneously one after the other in such a way that it appears to us just like a video. So it is just a collection of multiple images that are displayed to us one after the other simultaneously. Okay. So in order to read that video, what we'll have to do is we'll have to read all those frames, all those multiple frames simultaneously one after the other in the order in which they appear. Okay. So which means we'll have to perform the read operation multiple number of times. In any programming language, whenever we have to perform a certain operation multiple number of times, what we do is we make use of loops. So here also, in order to read a video in Python programming, we'll have to make use of loops in order to perform, and inside that loop what we'll do, we'll perform read operations. Okay, so let us get started so that we get a clear idea of how to actually read a video here. So first of all, what we'll have to do is we'll have to import the computer vision module into our code. That can be done with this simple import statement, import cv2. Next, in order to capture a video from your webcam, what you'll have to do is you'll have to get an object of the video capture. Okay, you'll have to get a video capture object so that you can get an instance of your webcam. And in order to get the video capture object, what you can do is you can invoke the video capture method. So we'll have to create a video capture object here, and for that we'll invoke the video capture method. Now, this video capture method takes two types of arguments. Either the argument to this video capture method can be a device index. The device index simply means the camera device from which you want to capture the video. The camera device can either be the inbuilt webcam of your laptop, or it can be the external camera which is connected to your computer. For either case, you can specify a numerical value such as 0 or 1. If you specify 0 here, it will mean that you want to capture the video from your webcam, and similarly if you specify 1 in this argument list, it will specify that you want to capture video from an external camera which is attached to your computer. I guess that is clear. Okay, similarly the second type of argument which the video capture method can take is the absolute path to a video file which is stored on your PC, so that you can read a video which is already present inside your system. Okay, so here you can see I have a video file which is already present inside the same directory where I'm coding. So later on in this video, we'll also see how to read this video inside our computer. For this particular time, we are just using our webcam for the input. Okay, so now here we have got an instance of the video capture, and which specifies that we have selected the webcam to capture the video. Okay, next what we'll have to do, we'll have to make use of the read method on this video capture object so that we are able to read the video from that webcam. From here, from this second step, what we have done is we have got an instance of the video capture object, which in turn has given us an instance of the webcam of the laptop. Okay, so it has specified the device from which we are going to capture the video. Now what we'll have to do is we'll have to read that video which is coming from that webcam actually. So for that we'll have to make use of the read method of the video capture object. Now this read method returns two things. Okay, this read method will give us two things in return. The first thing is a variable known as check, and the other thing is the frame. Okay, now what are these two things? Okay, now check is a Boolean type of variable which returns either true or false depending on whether Python is actually able to read the video frame correctly or not. If the Python is able to read your video frame correctly, then check will return true, otherwise check will return false. Okay, so check is a Boolean type of variable which will either return true or false depending on whether your Python language is able to read the video which is coming from webcam, whether it is able to read it or not correctly. Okay, and second is the frame. So now this frame variable, on reading the video from your webcam, the frame variable will store the first frame. Okay, the first frame at the instance which is available while reading. will get stored in the frame variable. Okay. So now you might be getting a clear idea that as I told you that the first frame which is available to the webcam, as soon as the webcam gets started, will get stored in the frame variable. Now what we'll have to do is we'll have to introduce a loop, and inside this frame, all the frames which are coming one after the other will get stored. Okay. In this way, our video will be saved. I hope you are getting somewhat a clear picture. Okay. So from this frame, for this point of time, just understand this thing. This check variable is a boolean type of variable, and it will return us true or false depending on whether Python is able to read the video frame correctly or not from the webcam. And this frame variable will actually hold the first frame. Okay. Will hold the first frame which is being captured from the webcam. Okay. Now, as soon as we have read the video from the webcam, we'll have to release that camera object. Okay. Because for our experiment purpose, let us say we want to capture the video for 5 seconds. And as soon as we have captured the video, we'll have to release that camera. So what we'll do is we'll call the release method on the video capture object. Okay. Now from this much code, when you try to execute this, you'll find it that the webcam will be on for only split seconds. Okay, it will be on for a very short duration, and it will go off automatically after a very short duration of time, so that the frame will not be able to be captured clearly. So in order for the video capture device, for your webcam or for the external camera from wherever device you are capturing that video, for it to be on for a longer duration so that you are able to capture the frame correctly, you'll need to introduce a delay here. And in order to introduce a delay, we'll have to import the time module. We have imported the time module here, and now what we'll do is we'll invoke the sleep method here. And sleep method, as you can see here, it accepts a parameter which denotes the number of seconds. Okay, so if I invoke this with 5, which means that as soon as the webcam is on, it will stay on for 5 seconds. Now there will be a delay added for 5 seconds, and after those 5 seconds, the video.release method will be invoked, so that the webcam will be released only after 5 seconds. Okay. So you'll be able to read the frame for 5 seconds. And after those 5 seconds, in those 5 seconds, whatever the first frame is being read will be taken into account. Okay. I hope I'm clear from here. So this much is the code. What we have done so far is we have imported the CV2 module. Then we have got a video capture object, so that it gives us an instance of the video capture device from where we want to read the video. It can either be your inbuilt webcam, or it can either be the external camera which is connected to your PC. After that, we have read the video with the help of video.read method, which is available in the video capture. Okay. So we have two variables here. The first is check and another is frame. Now check will return either true or false depending on whether Python is able to read the video correctly or not. And frame by default takes the first frame which is being read by the webcam. Okay. So the first frame comes here and gets stored in the frame variable. And we have introduced a delay of 5 seconds, so that camera is on for at least 5-second duration, so that the first frame being captured can be captured correctly. Okay, so that is what we have done so far. So in the previous video, we saw that a colored image was being read and stored as a 3D matrix. Now, what is the case with video? Are videos also stored and read as 3D matrix? So let us check this. Suppose this is the first frame which we are reading here. It gets stored as a frame variable. Now let us try printing the check variable, so that we are able to see whether our Python programming language is able to read the first frame correctly. So we'll get the value of check from here, and also I'll try to print the frame variable, so that I will come to know in what format the first frame of video is being actually stored in Python. Okay. I hope I'm clear about this. So let us try running this. So here, as you can see, we are getting an output of true when we try to print check, which means that Python is able to read the video frame correctly. And this is the 3D matrix corresponding to the first frame, which the webcam was able to capture during the 5 seconds when the camera was on. Okay, and also the light of my webcam was on for a duration of 5 seconds, and after those 5 seconds the webcam automatically turned off. So it cannot be seen in this video because I'll have to record a video from outside and just it is the screen being recorded. But when you run the script on your computer, you will be able to see that the light for the webcam will be on for 5 seconds. Okay. So now this is what we have done. We have read the video successfully. We have seen that yes, the video is being read because we have got the first frame here stored in the form of a 3D matrix. And from here we can derive a conclusion that as the images were being captured as a 3D matrix, the video are also being captured as a 3D matrix. Okay. Okay. Next, what we'll have to do is we'll have to, right now we have got an instance of the camera. We are able to read the video. Yes, the video is being successfully read by Python, but still we have not seen any window which displays as the frame which is actually being captured. Okay. So now what we'll have to do is we'll have to introduce a frame here in which we can see actually the video frame which is being captured by the webcam. Okay. So for the time being, I am removing this check and frame statements from here. And now how to create a window to get the video frame displayed is the same way we did in the last video. Is we'll just create a window with the help of ImShow method. In here, the first argument I'll provide is the name of the window. So I'm naming it as captured. And the second argument here I'll give is the frame which is actually being captured. And after this will create a window for me in which the first frame which is captured by the webcam will be displayed in this particular window. Okay. And after this, now what I'll have to do is I'll have to give certain options on which I can destroy this particular window. In the last video, we also saw that we saw the use of the wait key method. Okay. Similar wait key method we'll have to invoke here also. And now this wait key method, you are familiar. If you are not familiar with the wait key method, the use of wait key method, what is ImShow, what is wait key, please go to the previous video we have created on reading and images. Okay, so that you'll get a clear idea. Okay, from here I'll invoke the wait key method and I'll pass 0 here so that the window is displayed to the user until and unless the user clicks or presses some key on the keyboard. Okay. Similarly, once the video capture is completed and we are able to see the first frame, we'll have to destroy that window whenever the user clicks the button. So for that, we'll have to invoke the destroy all windows method. I hope you are familiar with this function. We have already used this in the previous video. I'm telling again and again, if you are not familiar with this destroy all windows function, ImShow function and wait key function, please go to the previous video in which we understood how to read images in Python. You'll get a clear idea of that from there. Okay. So now we have created a window from here which will display the first frame which is being captured by the webcam. So that is my face, guys. I was just blinking my eyes and that moment got captured. So this is the way we are able to read the first frame which is actually being captured by the webcam. So this is it for this part of this video. This video will actually be in two parts, and this is the first part in which we have understood how to capture the first frame, or you can say it is the way in which we can actually capture an image with the help of OpenCV. Okay, in the next video of this series, what we'll be going to understand, we'll introduce a loop here so that we can perform read operation of frames inside that loop multiple times so that we are able to capture the entire video rather than just a single frame or a single image. Okay, we'll see that thing in the next video. I hope I am clear with this. If you like the content of this video, please like this video, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.